Hi everyone! So I am really excited to do this video. I've been waiting to do it for like a week and a half, but I had to first of all finish reading all of my library books, which I did. I read a ton of books. I think I read like maybe 12 books. I'm not exactly sure, but it was a lot. I have reviews up for most of them. The rest of them I have done the reviews, which is why I'm wearing the same shirt in all of them, but I will be posting them in the future, so please be on the lookout for them and let me know what you think of the books. Even if you've read that book, I hope that you check out the review because I kind of want to make a discussion of books, and that's part of the reason why I do those reviews. Also, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I'm so excited to have all of you here watching the videos. It means a lot, and I want to hear your feedback and just let me know what you think of the books. And a special thanks to Cassidy Vonche for mentioning me in her video and recommending that people subscribe here. It means a lot. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to move on to a little update. First of all, I want to talk about two different books that I was supposed to read on my last TBR. The first one, Pivot Point, I'm going to have to wait to read it because I had to return it because it was on hold. So yeah, you will see it in a future video. Next, I said that I was going to read The Evolution of Mara Dreyer by Michelle Hodkin, but I think what I'm going to do instead is wait and buy this book because I own the first book and I kind of really love this series, and I want to get the second book to match the first book. So yeah, I'm not going to read this one quite yet. Now, let's move into the important part of this video, which is the book haul, and I'm just really excited. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about two books that are from the library. These are the only two books that are from the library, and I'd been waiting to get them in, so I'm adding them to this book haul / TBR. The first is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. And this book, Priscilla from the Readables recommended a lot. She loved it, and so I wanted to read it. It's about this guy who starts working at this 24-hour bookstore and all the things that happen, and I love books about bookstores, as did Priscilla. So yeah, I am stoked to read it. I will leave her site link below. And next we have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. And I saw this book on Jesse the Reader's site, and he really loved this book. So I wanted to check it out. It's about a boy who moves to this area, I think it's like an island in which this home for peculiar children is, and there's even pictures about the children. I guess it's based off of real life or something, so I am excited. I do want to note there was 3 books that I said I would read that I'm going to read for this TBR because I didn't get a chance and I wanted to actually do this book haul, and those are The Eternity Cure, Ready Player One, and Siege and Storm. So I'll be reading those with this book haul instead. These are the books that I actually bought. I'm going to start off with 2 books that I bought from Target, and these are books that you have already seen, and so I may or may not do a review on them just because there's so many reviews out there, but I really wanted to read them. What can I say? So first of all, we have The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Goliath, I think it is, or Gabarath, and this is obviously J.K. Rowling's mystery novel that just came out, and I love J.K. Rowling. I also love mystery novels, if you didn't know that about me, so I had to read this one. Next we have The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I don't have to say much about this book except for it's about an alien invasion and everybody on the booktubing community is reading this. I actually planned on reading this book before I even joined the booktubing community, but it's an added bonus that everyone loves it. So next I bought these 5 books at my local new and used bookstore, and I saw them and I just couldn't resist. So first of all, I have Throne of Glass by Sarah Moss, and this is supposed to be a bit like The Hunger Games in the sense that it's a battle to the end. She is like, I think, an assassin who gets caught or whatever, and she has to battle all these other bad people in order to win her freedom. It just looked really awesome. I had seen the old cover and I actually didn't like it, but I really love this cover, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm very excited. Next we have I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore, and this is a book about superheroes, I believe. I think they're kids. I think it's a YA book, and it's got this really cool side. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah, I saw it and it was on sale. It's a used book, I believe. Actually, it might be a new book, but it was on sale. It was cheap, so I had to pick it up. After that, we have Evernight by Claudia Gray, and this is one of those typical paranormal girl-guy romance. I actually picked up the second book first, and I didn't really read into it too much, but it sounded really interesting, which is surprising because usually I don't like this sort of book. So this is kind of like a light read for me, and I may hate it, but who knows? After that, we have Switched by Amanda Hocking. This is about a girl who, I think it turns out that she's a changeling, and it's got a bit of romance in it too, and it's a YA book, and it's been out for a while, but this was also super cheap. It was a used copy, so I just had to pick it up for a little bit of fun. Finally, I am so excited for this book. This is The School of Good and Evil by, oh my gosh, by Soman Chinami or Chinani. I don't know, hard name for me to read, but this is a gift actually from my mom, and I just love this cover. On the inside, look at that, it's so beautiful. You see? Yeah, it's a really pretty book. It's about two girls who go to schools for good and evil. I think it's like a connected school. And one's really like a good girl, and the other is kind of like a girl who gets in a lot of trouble. And they think the good girl's going to go to the good school, and the bad girl's going to go to the bad school. But it turns out something happens, and they get switched. And I really hope it's a good book because it looks wonderful. So finally, it's a time for the unboxing. Oh my gosh, I got 4 books from Amazon, and so stoked. I was waiting and waiting for these, and then it arrived, and I couldn't even open it because I wanted to do an unboxing, and I hadn't finished my other library TBR books, so I had to wait. Yeah, no, it just sat there and taunted me all day, like yesterday, the day before, and Amazon likes to send books at the last minute, so not my favorite, but so it's open. Oh, look, air packing, yeah, very nice. So the first book, this is Sanctum. It's so shiny, and it is by Sarah Fine, and it's The Guards of the Shadowlands. This is what it looks like. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's blue. It's kind of hard to see on there because of the lighting. But this book is about a girl who, her best friend, something happens to her, she dies. I think she commits suicide, I'm not positive. Anyways, something happens to this girl too, and she goes after her friend, and I think this is in like the afterlife, and she's risking her afterlife in order to save her friend, and it just sounds so awesome. I haven't seen a lot about this book on the booktubing community, so I hope you guys will check out the review when I do it because I have high hopes for this one. Next we have Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I saw a review of this by Kat from Katie Tastic, and she loved this book. In fact, she loved it so much that she went out and got the next 2 books on her Kindle. It's not my usual sort of book. It's a romance teen YA book where the guy is an alien, I believe, and he's her neighbor, and something happens. But again, it's a fun light read that I'm hoping is really good, and I will definitely review this one. Okay, so I'm getting close to the 2 books I was so excited for. First of all, we have The Shining Girls by Laura Bukes, and this is an adult book, and when I read the description, I was so excited. So this book is about a serial killer and a woman, and the serial killer finds this house, and I don't know if the house obligates him to do this stuff or he just does it on his own, but it helps him travel through time, and he finds different women and he kills them. And the story is also about the girl who's the last shining girl who he's trying to murder, and she is going out of her way not to get murdered, I guess. And it got great reviews. It just sounds amazing, and I am so stoked. I really love the cover too. This last book, oh, I've been waiting so long. This is called Written and Read by Anne Bishop, and I saw this book in the bookstore, but I wasn't sure about it, so I went home and looked reviews up on it. It has 5 out of 5 stars on Amazon. I don't know when that happens, except for maybe if you're like Harry Potter or something like that. Everyone loved this book. And it is an adult fantasy book, and it's about a woman who can see the future. She's, I guess, psychic, but only if she cuts herself. And she is being held captive, and somehow she escapes her captor, but it is supposed to be so good, and I really love adult fantasy. I've been waiting for new books to come out, and it kind of reminds me of the stuff I've been reading YA, so yes, I will be reading this very soon. So that's all the books that I have. I will probably be reading something kind of light and fun, because I just read The Knife of Never Letting Go, and that was hard and depressing to read, and I need something fun. So I will probably be coming out with a review soon of one of the books, although I have a couple reviews coming anyways. Please check out the reviews when they come out if you have any interest in these books. I really am looking forward to reading them, and I hope to share soon. So bye guys! Thank you!